Good evening, lovers of poetry. We're in Christmas season, and you can see my trees lit behind me, filled with ornaments of many, many years and many memories. It's wonderful to remember people and times. And on the table you see a flower growing. It's called an amaryllis, and it's sitting in a bowl. It's a huge bulb that's waxed, doesn't need water or soil. It's just sitting there, growing up and soon out into this gorgeous bloom. What a joy to watch it grow. Someone gave it to me as a gift. I've never had one before, but wow, I love it. And so tonight, in this beautiful season of joy, of light, of giving, I'd like to introduce you to a poet that had a great impression on my life, a great inspiration. I met him this summer at a poetry reading with some friends and was very moved by his naturalness, his simplicity, his humility, and his obvious love and devotion to poetry. In fact, Dana has done something wonderful for the world of poetry. He's inaugurated a program, you would call it, called Poetry Out Loud. And it's for students in grades, school, in high school, and college, who are encouraged to read and memorize poetry and give dramatic readings, and in competition on the local and even national level. And they win prizes and scholarships. What a wonderful gift to the world of poetry and for the youth of our nation to have that quality of life, of art. Thank you, Dana, for doing that. What a great gift. Tonight I'd like to read a couple of his poems that were written after the death of his son. And I discovered that as I read his book called 99 Poems, a selection of his poetry. He has written many books of poetry, but this is his most recent one. And I came across these poems and really, really impacted me. So I'd like to share them with you tonight. The first one is called Metamorphosis. There were a few, the old ones promised us, who could escape. A few who once, when trapped at the extremes of violence, reached out beyond the rapist's hand or sudden blade. Their fingers branched or blossomed, or they leapt, unthinking, from the heavy earth to fly with voices ever softer that became the admonitions of the nightingale. They proved like cornered Daphne twisting free. There were a few whom even the great gods could not destroy. And you, my gentle ghost, did you break free before the cold hand clutched? Did you escape into the lucid air, or burrow secretly among the dark, expectant roots, to rise again with them as the unknown companion of our spring. I'll never know, my changeling, where you've gone. And so I'll praise you, flower, bird, and tree, my nightingale awake among the thorns, my laurel tree that marks a god's defeat, my blossom bending on the water's edge, forever lost within your inward gaze. The next one is called Pentecost. Neither the sorrows of afternoon, waiting in the silent house, nor the night no sleep relieves, when memory repeats its prosecution, nor the morning's ache for dreams' illusion, nor any prayers improvised to an unknowable God can extinguish the flame. We are not as we were. Death has been our Pentecost, and our innocence consumed by these implacable tongues of fire. Comfort me with stones, quench my thirst with sand. I offer you this scarred and guilty hand until others mix our ashes. So I hope you've enjoyed these two beautiful poems, and that you will learn to love poetry ever more and also read this poet, Dana Gioia. So I wish you all a very wonderful Christmas, a very fabulous New Year, with health and strength and peace. God bless you.